Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be the week 33 recap. Um, no trading today, so I figured I might as well knock this out nice and early. I'm going to start with uh, my worst trade of the month because this is also going to be like the month of March recap also. Um, so I don't have to like go back and look for it. I'm going to just start off with OCG. This is the trade. I think this is on this is the 14th. Yeah, the 17th. I took this trade on the 17th, and now that I'm going back and looking at it, this is a this is a horrible trade. No, it's uptrending. I'm assuming that I saw a trend line break, but like the thing is, this thing is a dead play already because this is the 200 EMA on the 5 minute, and that's my final target. It broke below that and then just took off. Like I should just left this thing alone, and I fought it, and it's uptrending. And if anything, like this is a perfect long. This is a absolutely amazing long. Especially, I mean, this is like a what $2.50 range. Like that's crazy. But if I was gonna take a short, like in hindsight, obviously hindsight's 2020. It looks like it halted right here. They gapped up, had this big stuff right here. At like lower volume, this was the highest volume. Lower volume stuff, this would have been like this next candle. This would have been a good short, or this candle over here. Um, those honestly, in my eyes, those are the only shorts. All of this stuff is just terrible. This try to shorten J lines. This isn't J line rejection. This is just FOMO. Um, so I shorted, I covered, I shorted for a scratch. So basically, this is a break even trade. As long as like these are actually, they're not always accurate. Like I just kind of like, I'm like, I look at the candle, I pop it in here. So like maybe this was a break even trade. I'm not really sure. Either way, this is a shitty trade. So whatever. Um, Another trend. So short cover. Oh, there it is. I covered right there. Now I guess I short covered it into the wash, I guess. Short cover, shorted here. This would have been a good short over here, like a trend line break. But I mean, this has got a lot of range to it too, because I mean, this is 60 cents. I mean, like that, like literally that's all you need on the trade, a 60-cent move, and I mean, you're done for the day. But since I cut myself all up, I'm sure that these scratches are adding up pretty quick. Short, cover, cover, then it just keeps going. I short front side for some stupid reason. Short, 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 cover, cover. I short again because I'm like, this thing's gonna fail. It's just gonna go all the way down. I short. I have no idea why. Like I must have just been like, fuck it. Like it's just gonna go down, and the volume started coming in. Like why in the hell? This is a this is a long opportunity. Like right here is the perfect long. I'm just holding it. Like right here, that's bad enough. That's 25 cents. Like on a stock price like this, like that should be like the absolute biggest risk I have. I couldn't tell you. I don't have any notes on this one. Um, but to let it go up here, like just looking at this, I don't. I'm assuming I took a max loss on this day because Jesus, uh, that alone is enough to just hit a max loss. So I mean, I'm assuming I hit a max loss on this day. God, that's insane. I cannot believe. That's why I like doing these things because that right there just makes my head hurt. I'm just like I want to smack the hell out of myself. It's like, good gosh, dude. I get so stubborn, but like the biggest thing is I shouldn't be trading right now at all. I don't know what else I did on that day, but I shouldn't be trading past. This trade shouldn't have happened. First off, because like I said, it hit my final target. That's crazy. It took a bounce right when I should have been done. Like this whole move is after my time limit. Like I started working with Steve Goldstein, and he's been helping me with like being my mind coach. And one of the things that he was telling me is like with my personality trait, like we're very good traders in a short window of time. Like if you stay too long, like our brain just gets like less and less efficient. And after 11, like he wants me to be done trading, and I wish I never should have been doing any of this stuff because I'm really good and I can make very quick calculated trades from like open to like 10:30 or 11, like right around 11. The only reason I'm allowing it to go to 11 is because now with the market, it's there usually is like the topping out of the stock is usually around like 11, 11:15 if it does find a top and it has a backside. And so I'm allowing myself to like 11, 11:15 ish, whatever. This entire move should never have happened. Then the best trade of the month actually happened yesterday, and on UPC, and so this kind of goes back into like the weekly recap. Um, this is the chart, but I also have actual picture right here. So we're just going to go off of this. So I started over here. Uh, I was looking for a pop and fell at pre-market high. It popped above. I saw like pre-market high on the bid, slammed the bid. It didn't work. I took a really quick cut. Came up here and it halted. Um, when it reopened, it opened up here. Started having huge range. Like the price, $7 stock. So popped up. I saw like volume kind of topping out. The next bars, like the volume just wasn't coming in. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna short here. If that is a pretty big risk, it's like 30-cent risk, but I took it, covered into the wash. And this thing just like I want to be really calculated on my risk because from the last trade I let things run too much, and so I cut this thing off. Like it barely popped up to break even before it just dumped. And I was just like, all right, that's fine. Stay calm. It came down to VWAP, had a second bounce. I took a short. I was risking my entry point over here. A short, cover, short into the pop again, cover, and this is a shitty short right here. Short J lines, complete FOMO. I add at the VWAP. I covered this piece, break even. I mean, I still made money on it, but because my average was like somewhere up in here, so I made a little bit of money, but I took it off so that I could add back again. It came back over here. I covered a little piece more, and then I added back, covered, covered, added back, covered. And if you look at the time, it is 11 o'clock. Well, it's past 11 o'clock. So all of all of this box, this is like the last I should have been doing. This box over here, I shouldn't have been trading it at all. And I shorted again. I was recycling. Uh, I cut it off. My average was like up here somewhere, so I cut off for a small profit. I shorted again, covered for a small scratch, shorted again, added, covered, add, and then my final cover. I don't have a picture of it, but I did cover like $5, and I did add a little bit of money uh to my P&L, but like what I'm saying here, the third box is outside the rules. I was up on the day, but still should have left it alone. Holding the final piece for $5. I did get like is like 506 I covered at or whatever, but it just wasn't worth it, honestly. Um, to start the day or start the week off, I did really shitty. 5 days. So, um, I didn't put this on the tracking, by the way, um, because I was like, this is just a fluke. So I tried shorting at open, and I didn't get filled. I tried slamming the bid, and this thing flushed so quickly that I didn't cover, or I didn't get filled. And I tried shorting on the ask, I tried shorting on the bid. Um, it was like down here somewhere, and somebody came in. I had to go help my boss, and I could have sworn I took my orders off. Well, I know I clicked out of one because I only got filled on one, and there wasn't any other one up on my chart. But when I came back, I got filled. I was trying to get filled right here. I finally got filled, but volume was coming in. This thing's a $21 stock. Luckily, I mean, I was still using for the price. This thing went against me like almost $2. I was at my max loss when I came back. Like the only reason I even noticed that I was in the trade is because my window came flashing up saying max loss hit, and I was like, "What the heck? I'm not even in a trade." It dropped a little bit. I covered real quick. I had like $20 before I was at my max loss, and I was just like, "Dude, you gotta be kidding me!" And it was the first day that my mentor had me sizing up, and so I moved my max loss up. So this was the biggest loss of my career. And I was just sitting here like, you have got to be kidding me. My account can't take a hit like this. Like, max loss is not like your daily. You shouldn't be hitting, like, on your red days, you should not be hitting max loss. Like, max loss is like a safety. It's like saving you from yourself. Like, that's not something that, like, okay, today I'm going to risk my max loss. That's stupid. And, so I was full on panic mode here. And I was like, all right, I'm going to size down way, way down and just try to like scalp my way back to like being able to use like half size or something. Well, it didn't work. I shorted, covered, shorted, covered, and I hit my max loss here and it just kicked me out. And I'm just completely just, what the hell, dude? I don't know why I don't have. I know I traded C. Gonna be kind of a rough recap because I'm missing one of the trades. But anyways, hopefully I marked it up. Um, just a shitty start to the week, and so then I made it even worse by revenge trading it the next day, and I shorted here, and I really screwed up on this one because I want to say I covered it, like I let it go against me a decent ways. So we'll just say for my sanity, I covered here. Not exactly sure where I covered at. But anyways, I shorted up here with like ridiculously small size, and I made a ton of money. at open because this thing dropped a lot. I mean, I was almost at my daily goal at open off of like fourth size. Uh, Covered, I shorted, cover. I shorted like the same size as I shorted up here. Short, cover. Nah, I gave back most of this amazing trade because I got greedy. Short. I don't know why I didn't cover. I was looking for it to hit down here. Once again, I was assuming what the market was going to do. Well, this thing squeezed on me, and I cut it off for a loss, and I walked away. At the same time, I was in Seek. So I shorted here. I don't know why I didn't add up here. No clue. Cover. Shorted here. I think I got my final cover on this. My mouse is not working too great, so like I don't think I covered down here, but I'm sure I covered like down here. And I had like a small green day. I could have had a monster green day, but I got greedy, and it didn't work out on me. And traded. Um, RKD. Check RKD. I started trading this thing in pre-market. I shorted here, cover. I guess I'm still in small size. Oh no, it wasn't. Now I remember. Yeah, so this thing opened, it flushed down. Since it was like close to J lines, I thought I was just gonna tank. I shorted, it didn't work. I cut it off. I was like, all right, well now just wait. Came down, popped up. I shorted here, risking just above here. Shorted, cover. Super simple, easy, quick trade. CGN. It's kind of like the same thing on the last one, right? So, uh, opened, dumped under, popped back up. This time I waited. I took a short on the second candle. I saw they couldn't push anymore. I shorted, covered, shorted, covered, shorted again when it stuffed here. Short, cover, short. I think I held this one all the way too. No, I didn't. That sucks. So I shorted and I covered up here. Did hit my final target. There wasn't really like I would have liked this thing to pop a little bit more. I took FTFT, and this one I kind of got a little trigger happy with. So this one was also yesterday. Um, I did have a good win on this thing. I forgot to put my cover. So I shorted this stuff right here, short, cover. I left it alone. It came down here. I got a little trigger happy. I shorted here, curled. I got squeezed, and so I remember I was down. I was down a decent bit, I guess. I shorted, covered again. I was just like, all right, man, you need to like chill out. You're starting to do it again. Relax. I shorted. I finally got a good short, cover, recycled short, cover, popped up here, short, cover. Then I add in, unfortunately, I mean, I was only in half size. Obviously, I wanted to see more of a pop. What I was looking for actually was I wanted this thing to come over VWAP and then under VWAP. Like right before this thing dropped, I was like, I don't think it's gonna pop over VWAP. Like I'm gonna add my other half. And right when I was like thinking about like I wish it would run that, so I probably wouldn't have got filled anyways. But this thing just took an offering and it just dumped. And I was talking to everybody, and they're like, "Man, I bet you wish you would have held it." Blah blah blah. And it's like, I mean, yeah, like looking at where it ended up, yeah, obviously I would have liked to hold it, but that's my final target. That was my trade. That was my plan. I followed my plan perfectly. So no, I'm not really bummed out about it. Like because this thing could have hit down here and it could have taken off. Just because everyone's like, oh man, like had an offering or whatever. Like yeah, just because like we know that we got the offering doesn't mean that the millions of people sitting at home with their stimulus checks know what the hell just happened. Like to them, they could be like, "Oh, this is a great buy. It's buy the dip," and they could have. There could have been a shit ton of volume that came in, and I don't know. Like anything can happen. So this was my plan. I took it. Like obviously, this thing faded a lot, but there was no real valid entry points to get into. I know that Crawford just did a webinar in the room, and he has like a different indicator that uh, where he decides to take profit at. So like I know like if he took this trade, like he didn't cover here because this thing's below the 9 EMA all the way down here. Like the only place he would have probably covered at is like down here like 545. But I'm not Crawford, and I don't have a big account right now. I'm just trying to get baby steps and do good. I want to show my so this is my P&L curve. I started doing really good. I started shooting for home runs. I mean, I just killed myself. So there was like 3 days in a row where I just wrecked myself. Had a little bit of a bounce, another bad day, tiny bounce, and I just killed it. And this is when I started working with Steve, and when he started explaining my personality and like things to watch out for in trading. And I really do think that him helping me with my mindset is going to help me a lot. Like I'm not saying that I'm fixed or whatever. Like no, I have a lot of things I need to work on, but he's right. I'm always trying to figure out how to suppress my emotions and stuff, but my emotions are my best tools if I use them. And I have like a gut feelings, and when I follow my gut, I'm usually right. But I also need to uh, only trade a certain amount of time, and don't be going for home runs. Like I've been only focusing on. I dropped my daily goal down like a ton, and I'm trying to get excited about like small wins and just adding up consistency. Like that's making me excited. I've been trying to anchor good feelings to like smaller wins, and it's been doing pretty good lately. Like I haven't been getting greedy. I haven't been overstaying my welcome. Like I was up big yesterday, and so I was willing to risk a little of the profit to make more money, and it worked out. In hindsight, I wish I wouldn't have done that, and now I know. But I'm trying to listen to myself more. I'm using meditation a lot. I'm meditating. I have little periods in trading where I have to take a step back and meditate at certain periods of the day, and like it helps me uh, reset. And so that's been doing that's been helping me out a lot. Then I had a decent green day, a small one, a decent one. I didn't take a huge hit, which made me happy. I had a nice green day, a huge green day, but this is another problem that goes along with my personality. I get cocky, like honestly, and I get overconfident. And days like this, the next day, like I'm fighting it because I'm like, damn, I just killed it. I want another day like this, but this is what normally happens when I go back and start tracking it. Like I have huge days like this, and that's cool. Like yesterday was a home run day. I killed it yesterday. Um, but that's a home run. That is, you're not going to get a home run every day, and like that's one thing I'm slowly starting to realize is that I need to be happy about these days because yeah, these days aren't one of these days, but these four combined are bigger than this day. And that's the whole key. It's consistency and that's what I need. And not having huge days like this. I have 3 bad days in a row. I start having like a little good one. So all right, cool. I need a home run day because if I have a home run day, then I'll take these out and I'm green for the month. And then this happens. I'm like, all right, like you really need a home run day. Small. I'm not happy with this day, and I have the huge, horrible day, and then green, green, big green, and I just need to be consistent and take small wins and stuff. So, uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But no, I'm slow. I feel like I'm finally getting to like a good point where I'm starting to wrap my mind around my emotions and stuff, and that's the hardest thing about trading. I think that after talking with Steve, like I've had a lot of people send me stuff saying like 90% of traders don't make it, and I think that the 90% of traders that don't make it is because they don't dive into why they're messing up, and they size up too much because they're going for these home run trades that you know I did make $1,000 in a day, and to me that's life changing money. But I need to be happy with like consistently. Like, you get, small days, 150, $200 days or whatever. Like, that's not anything to like, you know, jump in the air about. But hell, you have 4 or 5 of those days, you make $1,000 a week doing something that you love. That adds up. And when you start thinking about things a little bit differently and connecting the dots, it's I think that I'm at a turning point. I'm sure I'm gonna have more of these crappy days like this, but you know all I need is weeks like this. That's a horrible arrow. But anyways, um, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back next week. Later.